Morning, girls. It's Miss Ferguson, and it is Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. We are working again today with the strategy of finding the author's claim and finding their evidence to support that claim. So our learning targets today, we have several, are I can define what a claim is, I can determine an author's claim, and I can find specific evidence in the text to support the claim. So let's briefly review what we talked about yesterday, and you practice this independently with your News ELA article. The author's claim is the main idea or the main point that they are trying to get across. It is what they are trying to persuade you to change your mind on. The author makes a claim and provides evidence in the text of the article to support or prove the claim that they are making, because they are writing to persuade you to share their opinion. So yesterday you read an article about how Girl Scouts wanted to get statues of women in the park. The author had to provide a claim and then had to provide specific examples, specific evidence to support that claim. Otherwise, the reader, as in you and me, might not be convinced that that is the best thing to do. So if the author doesn't have that strong evidence, then the reader might not be persuaded. So how do we determine the author's claim when we're reading? When you're reading, think about the point of the article. Why did the author write it? What are they writing to convince you of? The article about the Girl Scouts, they were trying to convince you that there should be statues of women in the park. Today you're going to read a different article about voting, and you're going to have to determine what that author was trying to convince us of. And we're going to take a look at some short passage examples of what an author trying to persuade us looks like, and we're going to practice finding their claim and the evidence they give us to make it a strong claim. We've talked about author's purpose before. One of the author's purpose that we've described is to persuade. So that's one reason why an author might write something. If they're writing to persuade us, they're trying to convince us to do something or make us believe something or change our minds. Okay, so they might be trying to sway your opinion or influence your opinion or convince you to think something differently. So their job is to provide a good, strong claim and then give you really good reasons to believe that claim and change your own mind. They don't have those strong details that support what they're trying to prove, then they don't have a very good argument to persuade their reader. So in order to convince you, they really need to have their claim and strong details. Let's take a look at a very basic example. Of course, you're practicing on longer articles, but we're going to practice with some shorter, easier passages. Dogs are perfect pets. Let me tell you why. First, dogs love to play. If you throw a ball, a dog will catch it. Next, dogs can protect you if a stranger is nearby. They will bark loudly. Another reason dogs make perfect pets is because there are so many kinds to choose from. Some popular kinds are poodles, pugs, and beagles. What kind of dog do you want? So think about that short paragraph. What is the author's claim? Why did the author write that passage? What are they trying to convince you of? Well, in this case, they're trying to convince us that dogs are the perfect pet. Now, what evidence did they give to support that claim? Because they can't just tell us dogs are perfect pets and not give us good reasons, because we probably wouldn't be convinced. So what evidence did they give? Well, first they said dogs love to play, and if you throw a ball, a dog will catch it. They also said dogs can protect you if a stranger's nearby by barking. They also went on to say that they make perfect pets because there are so many different kinds to choose from. And they even gave examples of those different kinds. So the author's claim was that dogs are the perfect pets, and they gave us several strong pieces of evidence to try to convince us that that was what we should think too. Let's take a look at another example. Why summer is the best season. Have you ever sat inside on a cold, snowy day, counting down the days until summer? If so, you are like me and love summer. There are many reasons why I like summer and think summer is the best season. Summer is the hottest season of the year because depending on where you live, the temperature averages 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. There are many things you can only do in the summer because it is so warm. Summer is a great time to play outside since it is warm outside. You can go swimming, play at the park, or go to the beach. In the summer, people get more exercise because they can get outside and be active. Although you have to be careful in the sun and wear sunblock, there are health benefits. The sun gives us vitamin D. Vitamin D helps your bones and boosts your energy. There are benefits to all of the seasons, but you can clearly see why I think summer is the best. If you like other seasons better, you should play outside in summer and think of all the great things about it. So why did the author write this passage? What was their claim here? Well, their claim is that summer is the best season. And what did they use as evidence to convince us? Well, they used multiple pieces of evidence. First, they said it's the hottest season of the year, and there's so many things you can do because it's warm. They talked about the great things you could do outside because it's warm, and that people get more exercise, which is good for them, because you can be outside and be active. They even told us about how the sun is healthy for us and helps our bones and our energy. So they gave quite a few good reasons to support the claim that summer is the best season. So your practice today is you're going to read the article in your packet. It's from News ELA and it's printed and it's called Opinion, Want a Revolution? It's easy. Go vote. You need to close read, so be sure to find the gist and mark up the text for important information. You should be thinking about what the author is trying to get you to believe. Think about what details you see that support that claim. So as you're reading the article, really think about, why did the author write this? What is their opinion and what do they want me to think when they're done writing? Then you need to log on to News ELA and read the article there. It is the same one. You are close reading again, and you're completing the different activities there. Make sure when you're done that you send pictures of your completed work. And your parents can send those via Dojo. They can be sent to my phone or they can be sent via email. Have a great day, girls, and I will talk to you soon.